Okay, here we are with game number 1 between Argentina A and USA. I think there's no B team. And we're on the point of view from Nikov. Since he's the pocket player, I'll quickly jump to the flank. The player in red here is Gary, playing as the Huns. And he is facing green. That's Flamingo. Interesting name. Did someone change their nick again? That's so mean to the casters. Always keep them guessing. Anyway. So Spanish against Huns on a desert Arabia map that usually should favor Huns, but we'll have to take a closer look at the maps in a second. On the other flank we have FedEx playing here in yellow. He is the Mongols, and he is up against grey. That would be KGB Dogma, I think. That is KGB Dogma, sorry, that is Hassan. Just had to think a second. So many names, so many nicks. Hard to keep track sometimes. Okay, so let's check out the map maybe for FedEx. Start with this one here. He's a little bit towards the center. His pocket is right behind him. It's a strange distribution of the players if you take a look here at the minimap. Someone is really out of place. I think both FedEx and one here in the purple ended up in strange positions. But then again, if you look at the US, wait, is that a lame? Yes. If you hear a scout hitting something this early, it's usually a bore. He lost it. Is it worth going back? Yes, still 32 HP left. One hit wasn't enough. Didn't do any damage though. Okay, 27 HP left. Distance, still quite big, I think. And the ball ran back again. This is a stubborn one, but I think Hassan also just gave the ball one hit. Okay, now this should be okay. This was definitely 2 hits. 22 HP left, so it has to be pretty perfect from here onwards. Okay, well, we were talking about the distribution. What? Second board going? Oh, come on. FedEx will end up without a single board here by the looks. This board is still following Hassan, and there's Athena taking the second one. Alright, so, well, never mind. Happy board stealing for everyone. FedEx took his own board from Hassan. So this is a fun start here by the looks. Did he take it from Hassan though? Because there's one and a second one coming in just now. Looks like he took it from Athena. I don't see a board under the TC. One is coming in now. So it must have been the one from Athena. Yep, looks like it. Okay. What are they flaring here? This is just a hill. Okay, so quite some action here in the first few minutes. And yeah, well, that didn't give me any time really to take a closer look at the maps. So FedEx, nice forest at the side, but towards the front rather open, I think. Not easy to be safe here. This gold is fine. Well, it touches the forest, but nothing major. He's a Mongol player. He's supposed to be aggressive early on anyway. So that should be okay. Stone could be important later. This one is to the front. Second one at the side. Not terrible though. If he really wants it, then he could secure this area here. Just wall off between the forest and so on. He can drop a town center too. So that is cool. So his opponent, Hassan here in grey. Really open towards the front too. What's going on here? They're defending this boar like if it was a king in Regicide Fortress or something, I don't know. Okay. So that's the third ball here for Hassan. Okay, quite expected, right? Towards the side, he can wall easily. Gold in the back, stone in the back. That is a nice one. He's playing as Hans. Well, the stone is not that important. This deer here is, well, not super close, but he can push it. I know Hassan loves to push, though, well, with 3 boars, I'm not sure if it's worth it. He's going forward with the scout, so yeah, not really worth it. On the other flank, we can see a drush coming up from Flamingo. Who is that? Is that Influenza, or who can actually think of such a stupid name? I don't know. If anyone knows, tell me on the chat, because I have absolutely no idea. As I said, I just downloaded the recorded games. I have no clue how this all went. Okay, game number 2 now. Player number 2 in red. That's Gary here, also with an early barracks. And there's his drush. It's 2 militia on a hill, but Gary's avoiding the hill. For good reasons, obviously. No wall here. Is he going towards the wood? What's the plan? Going towards the other direction now. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like Gary really has a plan. He's just keeping green here in his own base, keeping himself safe. That is something you can achieve with a drush too, right? Just gain map control, not to allow your opponent to do something funny, like go for a forward or whatever. The least you get is scouting information from a drush, so it's still something. Here it looks like he took a good fight, had a hill bonus. The eagle from his pocket is helping as well. That is Nikov. Okay, yeah, so advantage now for Argentinian team here. Will he go for the berries though? He could, he really has the numbers. This scout here almost on full HP. Should, in my opinion. Could definitely take the fight. Here comes the scout from the American pocket now, that's Whack. Yesterday he mentioned something about these games, but yeah, let's see. I was gonna say I don't want to spoil anything, but I can't. Because I just haven't seen them yet, so let's just follow. Okay, red militia down here. Yeah, I think this is just gonna be a very balanced fight. No one really coming out with huge advantage. So yeah, 1 militia, 1 scout remaining. No danger to expect from those 2 units. Okay, here meanwhile FedEx has walled up to the sides, just finished it, yep. Is there a hole? Yes, there is a hole. Hassan here playing as KGB Dogma, moving in. He will probably get this villager, 11 HP left, 1, and yep, that's it. Okay, and now he's in. Spearman going to the wrong place. He should have kind of anticipated the scouts moving south. That's another villager down, so I think this is already worth it to trade 1 scout for 2 villagers. The hole here is sealed now, so that is fine. Massive wall though from Nikov, if you take a look. Still solid walls here from Orange as well. So very similar play from the Mayan players, both as pockets here. Like here as Mongols. Market and stable. That's an interesting one. Usually it is always blacksmith and stable. Here market and market and stable. So to get early cartography, to send some resources early on. Not sure. Anyway, Athena has started sending resources to KGB Dogma, that's Hassan. So yeah, to sling the Hans player always sounds like a good idea. They have faster working stables. Not sure what this stone wall is supposed to do. It doesn't reach the end of the map. Anyway, there's still time for that. What's going on here? Ah, well, there's still the scouts from Hassan. We see another dead villager there. Oh yeah, definitely causing some harassment. Okay, he got this one. Good trade, actually. So he can easily kill another one. Yeah, very good scout micro there. Ah, hill bonus. But now he can take the fight with the spearman coming up. Okay, what else? Oh, that's quite a walk here for these archers. If you look, FedEx base is here. Let's say 8 o'clock position probably, and now they're all the way up here, and they're not gonna do anything, right? That's stone walls. Wall coming up here from WAC as well. Town center coming up, so nope. Well, at least they got to see the map. Hope they liked it, but that's about it really. A lot of walling going on here. Athena sending more and more resources to Grey, to Hassan. Let's check out the Argentinian team. Well, I am on the point of view from Nikov. Looks like they just want to be safe, really. Is there really no sling going on? Kinda surprised. Tribute sent, yeah, if we take a look at this, tribute S&R, sent and received. That's all here on the American team. Athena sending to Dogma, to Hassan. And we've noticed that, so okay. This is the situation. And now let's see how the US will fare with this. Argentina more or less playing it standard. A little more defensive than I would expect a standard play, but the build orders, the villager counts all suggest that. So yeah. So that means Hassan needs to hit fast and he needs to hit hard. So I think it's a good idea to follow these knights here from Hassan in Grey. See where he's going and how much villagers he can kill really. FedEx walling up already, I think that's a good idea. These villagers are safe as well. Okay. One is walled as well. Yeah, it almost looks like Argentina expected this sling here. I remember last Nations Cup everyone was blaming Argentina that they sling so much, the only thing they can do is sling, and here it's actually Argentina fighting or playing against the sling, so yeah, so much for that. Ooh, can he wall this? No. One tile missing and Hassan is in. So this is a nice little success for Hassan. Causing major idle time here, killing villagers. Yep, that's 2, 3 down, 4 I think. 5, 6, and obviously all the idle time here. Now, not sure where he's going. He's not gonna get in, obviously. But then, these archers here with fletching, no armor, they won't do much really. Can he catch those? Ah, he could have. Did he use the stop function there? Then he loses a second. Anyway. First few plumed archers coming up for Nikov. That is kind of expected from a Mayan pocket, right? You go fast castle, build a castle and get plumed archers out. So actually some credit to Nikov here, walling all that much, being really safe and still dropping a castle, getting plumes out quite quickly. Okay then. Spanish here in green in a flank position, never easy. There will be more knights now. It's Huns and Mayans, so not really easy for Spanish. If I were him, I would probably drop a castle. Let's check his stone count. That's 360. Only 2 on stone, so gold doesn't look great either. Against Huns and Mayans, a Spanish flank, I think a castle is really your best bet. He has a Mongol pocket, so that's bloodline knights, so yeah. I mean, how else are you going to keep those units out? With mangonels? Not for long, I think. Okay. Grey. Hassan here did nice damage here to FedEx. We can see that in the score. Only 2000 score here for FedEx. Everyone else is much higher than that. Now he's trying to enter Juan space in purple, but can he find a weak spot? Here's just one palisade. There's a monk waiting. Yep. Moving the knight. Nope. And he even got the conversion, so Palisade did not go down, one knight less. Okay. If you just take a look at the numbers here, that is 5 knights against a good amount of plumes, plus more and more red knights coming up. Losing a few villagers here. Just looking at the upgrades. Is that just pikemen coming up? Yeah, it looks like Juan will go heavy pikeman as Spanish. Spanish pocket, that is actually an interesting one, so he's going full anti-cavalry. That's maybe not the worst idea if Hassan will continue to pump out knights here. He is still receiving a sling, we can see that here in the game chat. Athena constantly sending resources to KGB Dogma. And FedEx with crossbowmen who just have the fletching upgrade will not last forever here. Yeah, well, if FedEx and Juan can both develop their economies, and so far I think Hassan hasn't done too much crazy damage. Now there's a siege workshop, this could get interesting. Then it's looking pretty good for Argentina on this side. On the other side, not much decided really. Argentina defending their own walls at the moment. Here comes green. Is there a way in? Did a villager overchop here? Can't really tell. And the rest seems walled as well. Okay, now Wack moving back. What is Gary doing? I haven't seen too much from him. Curious where his army is at the moment. Well, simple answer, there is only one army unit out for him. So he's going for a heavy boom here by the looks. Going up to Imperial, getting husbandry, chain boarding armor, etc. All the cavalry upgrades you get in Castle Age. And, well, here's the front line on the left-hand side. Town center and siege workshop from the Argentinian team facing the siege workshop here. Oh, quite a few conversions here by the looks. That is 5 monks and 5 knights, so pretty awesome job here. Does FedEx have a stable? No, he does, so that's all conversions. Alright, castle is coming up. Halberdier upgrade has been done now for Juan. So, this is basically the opposite of what you want. If you are a Han flank and you're getting a sling by a kind of powerful economy civilization like Vikings, like Mayans, then you want to destroy town centers, kill villagers, and you don't want to sit in front of your own base defending. And I think they are aware of that. So let's take a look at the other side. Well, Hassan is here with a lot of cavaliers, but, well, that's good walling from Argentina. If there is a sling involved, the best thing against it is really walls. There's no point fighting it, because you will be at a disadvantage in terms of numbers and upgrades. So yeah, Argentina playing this really smart. Here's a weak spot with just one layer of palisades. But yeah, Hassan has not seen it, or he's not in at least. More villagers going down here. Green reacting now. Okay, a lot of cap rams now. That is 5, and siege rams even. Okay, now this could get interesting. Hassan adding more cavalry archers. Then again, cavalry archers not that great if there's siege rams involved. Okay, and now Gary's moving out. Yeah, this is just a few plumed archers. They're not going to do too much damage here. This is good walling. You should always do that in team games. If you're a flank player, wall off the sides to protect the trade for your team. Honestly, this is a must. Some people just don't get it. You can ask them 100 times. So yeah, this is crucial in Arabia 4v4. Okay. Now this is not easy to stop. Huns in Imperial are really not that great. And it's pretty much a 2 versus 1 situation. Now there's Eagle Warriors as well, so these can tank a lot of fire here from the cavalry archers. Yeah, and that is the difference of a Mayan pocket booming, just sending out a few plumed archers, and Mayan pocket slinging. Okay, yeah, nothing special going on. You can see the stream of blue units here all across the map. That's all going into grey space here. So, just as expected. Hassan should have been pushing, not defending. This is kind of expected. Now on the other side, what's the deal? Green. Still looking okay, he just reached Imperial Age. 36 minutes, okay. Army count 24. Oh, that's actually really low numbers. 25, so that's 110 army roughly. And here, actually similarly low, so army-wise not really decided, but I think blue's number will really grow. Gary is on 18. And Juan... Yeah, why is Juan so low? He's just getting halves. So that should increase quickly as well. Paladin upgrade has been done for Gary. Walling more and more. Yeah, he's walling even further. That is smart, to wall as far to the middle as possible. .45 army for Hassan, but is it all in one spot? Doesn't look like it to me. Yeah, he was trying to raid, but well, there's one with halberdiers. Whack is trying to help out with a few elite Mangudai, but it's really just a few. Is that 7 or so? More and more coming, we have to give him that. While green is really in a 1v1 position against Gary, and the scores are like 2,000 apart. If you take a look, that is 8,000 against less than 6,000. So green will not hold for long. I'm not sure why Whack is sending everything to this side. Well, of course, to help out. But I mean, whatever Whack would do here, it would lead to one flank dying, right? Either Hassan would fall and then probably very quickly orange would fall, or green would go down. I mean, it doesn't matter where he goes really. So if you're in a situation like this, it is actually over. If you're a pocket and you notice, okay, no matter where I go, it's gonna end bad, that's GG. That's what I'm expecting. Yep, here it is. GG. Alright, that was game number 1. Let me update the score real quick. Oops. Do it like this. Argentina A, 1-0. Clicking through the achievements. Yeah. I don't want to say something went wrong for Hassan, I just think Argentina reacted marvelous really to the sling. Usually people argue, oh, sling is so overpowered, should be forbidden. Here we saw a game in which one team countered a sling from Mayans to Hun flank. Just perfect, really. This was a great. This really backfired actually. It showed how Nikov's position as a Mayan was much more valuable than Athena's in the end. Slinging Mayan pocket against standard playing Mayan pocket. So yeah, heads up to Argentina for this one. It's kind of refreshing, right? It gives you your faith back in AOC if the team that slings doesn't always win. Alright. Okay, just showing the results. Don't need to comment every single number here, I think. Let's just go back. And I'll quickly load up game 2. Watch game number 2. Let me just check the chat real quickly, and we don't have to rush through this, do we? So who's still here? Ah, the Light Empire has been around for most of Finland against Germany as well, so glad to see you stuck around. Tough is still in the chat, that's nice. Hellrider was here earlier as well, that's cool. So, well, hello to everyone. I can see it's 304 viewers actually, so That's great. Okay. Moving on with game number 2. Let's hop into this. So, game number 2 between Argentina A and the United States. This looks like a fun map. It is called Border Dispute. We have had that map in many map packs now over 2 or 3 years, but we haven't seen it too often for my taste. It's a really, really crazy map. This is the home map for the United States, by the way. What were they thinking? You see the chaos here from the first second onwards, fighting over all these balls. Fighting over a lot, actually. Let's take a look at the distribution here. So, from red over yellow to purple to orange, that is the Argentinian team. So the border kind of runs here in a diagonal way. And yeah, they're just trying to get as many balls in. Wall early, the resources to the left and right. This is just madness in the first few, well, 2-3 minutes at least. I don't think it's gonna get really relaxed anytime soon anyway. So, yeah. This is called Border Dispute. This really should have been called Chaos Pit. There's way more chaos. There's a dead unit here. It's impossible to follow, so much going on. Who's stealing from who? He's getting more. You can check in a minute maybe to look at how many dead boars there are under the town center. For now, no chance. And also to keep an eye on the borders. Here, for example, there's a villager going forward, at least securing this stone. Where is he going? I have to keep an eye on that. On this side, nothing happening really. What's going on in the back? Okay, made up his mind, he's walling here. That's still pretty forward if you look, actually. He's closer to the great town center than to his own one. In the back, yeah, they're flaring the stone. Stone is really important because what you do on a map like this, with lots and lots of natural food and hardly any space to develop, you tower. You try to tower, you try to control the little space you have. So stone is really crucial. Okay. Yeah, wall coming up. Clearly shows that Nikov has played this map before. He's preparing this wall here, he's walling towards the sides very early, so yeah, shows some experience there. Team score still pretty close, no one ended up in a real bad spot, so yeah, nothing decided yet. Nikov indicating that this area is walled up to this point. Okay, now what's going on in the middle? We're at minute 5, no one is up yet. Okay, and there seems to be some sort of team wall coming up. What does Green have in mind here? He's getting kind of close. Oh no, is he going for a douche? Yeah, he's Persians. So, Persian douche coming up from Green. Again, to the chat. Is Flamingo, is he influencer or someone else? I really don't know. So, anyway, it is the player in green, as Persians, going for a douche. I think, is it Memp or Katsuni always says douche? That sounds like Mussolini in Italian. Anyway. And he can actually tackle 2 town centers from here. Alright. Did he leave any villagers behind? Yep, some lumberjacks there. Okay, yeah. Ooh, yellow scout down. So far nothing crazy has happened yet, except for the douche, obviously. I was talking about feudal time, so Whack will be up at 8 minutes 35. Next one, Juan, 9:25. FedEx 9:50, and then Gary at 9:57. Will Gary try to keep control over this area, or will he just allow his town center to go down? A lot of people do that, actually. They just watch the town center go down, and yeah, they know all these idle villagers here. They actually heard the person doing the town center push here way more than, yeah, yourself, then, because you're, I mean, you're still collecting resources. Green isn't. Only to a small extent, really. Okay, long wall here from Nikov. What's going on this side? Barracks coming up from Gary. Yeah, Gary is kind of in charge of the left-hand side here for the Argentinian team. What's Felix doing here? Well, he's walled in Wax Villager. Okay, but still, it's a good tower. It's covering 2 golds for sure, maybe even 3. Yeah, so this is good towering so far from Whack. Oh boy, will FedEx get this up? Nope, he should delete this. So yeah, very nice tower position. 1, 2, 3, 4 golds covered. And now Gary, yeah, I think he had to build this tower to really make sure this is safe. Can Whack get this up? I think he can't, and I even think he didn't see the defensive tower here. Let's take a look. Oops, misclick. Whack is here. Oh no, he really missed it. So close. Alright. This is gonna be a matter of a few percentages. 700, 800, and he's on 700. So yeah, just slightly behind here. And now he's building more palisades. That, yeah, throws him more behind even, so... Okay. What's going on in the back? More towers coming up. Now FedEx is trying to tower. Kind of as a payback here, I feel. And the town center from Gary got repaired. So now it's FedEx's TC under enemy fire here. Let's take a quick look. 700 HP left. He does have stone, he does have wood, so he can easily repair. It's really up to him when to do it. Oh, and FedEx got caught. There's Whack with villagers, there is Athena with villagers, so I think FedEx should try to get out of there somehow. I wouldn't know how, but just run back, try to save villagers, because otherwise he will just lose them. Okay. In the middle, many towers are up. Both teams are controlling their territories. On the outskirts, there's not much going on. Obviously, because there is not much food, right? There were all the deers and boars in the beginning. Now teams still have sheep left. They build their farms around the town center where it's safe. So there's no real point going anywhere far from the center area, because, well, there's even gold and stone near. So no big point moving on yet. In the back. Oh, villager fight here as well. So that's Hassan against Juan. Who has more here? It looks like it's Hassan, yeah. Just 2 villagers left, trying to make the best out of it, kill the scout, but no. Now he was moving into enemy territory, no idea why he did that. These 3 towers, yeah, doing a good job here. Cutting off a lot of resources, controlling this gold. And now Hassan is actually moving in. Does Nikov see it coming? He should, yeah, and he does have enough villagers here. Counter tower is coming up. Oh, this was a big move here from Hassan. He basically went right next to the mining camp. And now, clever here, Nikov walling it off before Hassan can get back. Okay, that's 1 villager down, but Nikov can take down the tower really quickly. What is Nikov doing now with the vills? I don't know. Anyway, let's look around. There must be going on a lot more than this. Yeah, as expected here, the tower from FedEx went down. Took some villager time, so that's still something. What's going on here? Ah, another tower was denied by whack. Oh no, that's the one we saw earlier on anyway. Okay. Hassan, yeah, just trying to save villagers somehow, but no, got walled here. Now it's just really... The best he can get out of this is just to delay his opponent, right? Run to some corner as far as he can, so this villager actually idles and can't work during all this time. Now what's going on here? Athena actually reached Castle Age. Siege Workshop coming up. Coinage is coming up for Gary. So that sounds like a sling. He's playing as Hans. Still in Feudal Age, so why not actually? Nikov getting Bowsaw, so that's the Mayan in Castle Age as well. Teutons. Yeah, that was probably the idea. To take Teutons on a border dispute because their tower rush is pretty good. But then he ended up, well, more or less in the pocket position. Not that it really matters, right? Because there's like 10 tiles difference between pocket and flank. But I didn't see Athena towering too much. I mean, why did the Teuton player not tower, like aggressively tower, like Wag did, for example, as Mongols? Well, Mongols can go up faster, that makes sense. But still, Teuton's towers with their 10 villagers inside, that's pretty strong. Okay, knights coming up without any upgrades against all these towers and town centers. I'm not sure how long they will last, but oh, he actually got in here. There was a hole between the lumber camp and the house, so yep, 2-3 villagers down. Nice snipe. In the back, what's going on there? Yeah, Wag trying to harass the economy. Now there's a house up. Defensive watchtower coming up. This tower here, does it reach anything? I don't think so. Not even with Bolcanero. That's quite far. Maybe a few villagers, but nothing terrible. Okay, on this side, nothing special going on here by the looks. Yeah, let's follow this mangonel here. We saw the blacksmith coming up. Green is still in Dark Age? Is that the plan, really? Just to stay in Dark Age forever? It's going up now. Let's check the TC, yeah, 30%. That looks kind of strange. You see there's castles, there's a siege workshop and, well, a Dark Age town center. Juan's though still on feudal age 2. Let's take a look at that. Didn't see him slinging really. Here he is. Yeah, really low on resources. He does have a market. Is he slinging actually? You can see Gary sending. We saw the coinage going up. FedEx is getting coinage. Would they all sling to the main player now? That is something we've seen very often. Come on, delete this. Yeah. Lovely. Ah, he built palisade walls himself. That's smart. So yeah, now one villager can actually deal with this one. And yes, they are slinging to the main player. That's Sneakov in orange here. Makes a lot of sense. Green just reached fuel age. This TC here can hold. It's 2 mangonels. That's not too bad yet. And Wax. The villager is still walled here. That was a really clever move from FedEx. Quick thinking. What are they flaring? They're flaring like the very middle of the map. And how did Hassan get up this outpost here? That's like between 2 enemy town centers. Sneaky move there. Okay. Well, in the back, nothing special going on. That's some, well, peaceful area where the villagers can actually take a breath. Unlike here in the middle, where dangerous mangonels, monks and knights are everywhere, really. Yeah, Imperial Age now coming up, and imagine what 2 trebuchets could do, right? Imagine the radius from trebuchets. Can take out like 80-90% of the enemy's buildings. Feudal Knights, they have upgrades now, Bloodlines +1 armor, 2 mangonels, so it is about micro to some extent. Nikov cannot risk taking hits from the mangonels, but well, it is 2 castles now, so he can actually get trebuchets and plumes at the same time. He can get bracer, so that should make it all much easier. Monks just went down to the castle. This TC here. Oops. Yep, FedEx waited a little too long here to repair this town center. So this one will go down. Not that it really matters. I mean, FedEx has a lot of villagers in the back. You can just build a new town center somewhere else. I mean, sure, they gave up some space, but there's still the town center. Well, town center. More importantly, 2 castles here. And this TC from Gary. If this is going down though, they will lose a lot of space. And it looks like the plumes cannot fight this. They have bracer research, we can see that here, 5+3. Now some desperate repairing, moving in. Oh, 200 HP left, more villagers going down. I think, yeah, this TC is gone. Okay, now the US can enter this area here now quite safely. Kill a lot of villagers. Let's see how quick they're moving. Nice positioning here from Nikov. Blocking the knights. Not sure why he moved again. Now the knights can actually surround his units. Anyway, the trebuchets. That's what the Argentinian team really wanted. 3rd castle coming up. Oh, where did this trebuchet go? And why is he unpacking it here? Come on. Pack it In again. Oh, come on, such a waste. Let's follow the knights here. Yeah, okay. It's enough plumes now to chase away the blue knights. Where's green going now? Building a house. I thought he was building a farm to nick these farms. Here's a tower from Whack, so that's some area he can move. What's the plan here? What is green doing? Green is above 1,000 score now. That's good. What does he have in mind here? Just strolling around? I don't know. Flamingo. Okay, GG. Yeah. Elite plumes in Imperial. You can't really deal with anymore. Castle Age Knights can deal with Castle Age plumes, I would argue, most of the time at least. But Imperial plumes, no chance. Athena was on the way to Imperial though, but with 3 castles, Nikov could have massed so many elite plume daughters that, yeah, there was no chance anymore. As I said, I'm quite surprised. The USA chose this map. They also took Teutons, who are usually not top 4 civilizations, and I guess knowing that towers are really crucial on this map, and then I didn't see too many towers from blue at all. I don't know. Did they have more like the resistance to conversion in mind? I don't know. Also, Persian douche shouldn't work on such a high level, and it didn't, I think. Okay, updating the score. That's 2-0 for Argentina. Going through the achievements. Yeah, just showing them really. $39, $40, FedEx 43, Gary 43. So yeah, well, of course, if they're slinging, then they can't really boom so strong. So that makes some sense at least. Okay, going back. 30 seconds break for me, guys. I'm gonna play a quick ad. Be right back. Okay, back. Alright then, game number 3 between Argentina and the US. That's the home map for Argentina. I have no idea what they chose, so let's just launch and take a look. Okay. Map is called Islands. Alright. Classic map. It's part of the original maps in AOC. Not a newly created map. So all of these players should know how to play it perfectly, in theory at least, right? Let's see how the players distributed on this one. That's Nikov, he's a pocket player. Let's start with the flanks as always. That's FedEx in yellow, playing as Japanese. Ooh, his island here doesn't look ideal, this side at least. Berries right next to the water, TC very close to the water. Stone kind of close, I think. The golds are, well, okay, I guess. This one is a little near though, this one is perfectly safe. Then the other side of his island actually looks really nice, so yeah, can build an economy there, that is fine. And it's kind of to the back, so if this was all to the front, facing his opponent, FedEx could get in trouble just because of the map design, but no, that's not the case. Then, player in green, Flamingo. Again, is it influenza? Question mark, I don't know. Anyway, he's Japanese as well, so that's an even fight here, Japanese war. Let's check out his highland. No, his island. Berries, fine. Stone, well, not that important. Gold is okay. This gold is okay. Deer can be pushed. Okay, so nothing special here about this map. Apart from the fact that green doesn't have too much big fish. He could dock maybe here. And that would be probably the only good dock I can imagine for him. Other spots are really terrible. There's a gold island here, between yellow and green, and then between green and teal. That's Whack, his pocket player. There's a stone island, so yeah, green is surrounded by extra islands, doesn't make the dock placement easier. And yeah, if he gets the dock placement right, then that's 1 in a million, almost impossible. Okay, bringing in the boar with the scout. That's lovely on islands. Same here for FedEx. Yeah, at this level you hardly see villagers bringing in the boar. The build orders are so tight, you cannot really waste a few seconds of villager time. I mean, there's no point, right? It's not a land map where you want to save up the HP on your scout. Okay, that's this flank. On the other flank we have Gary playing in red, and he's Vikings. Usually I think most players would like Vikings to be in the pocket position, but they're still great no matter flank or pocket, right? Let's take a look at his island. This here, well, not many resources. Berries are fine. This gold should be fine, at least until the castle age. This one as well. Yeah, he has to walk a bit further, but not a big deal really. This wood here, a little close to the water. Same actually for this one, so yeah, not an easy map. He could have gone for this forest or this one though. Okay, so that's Gary in red, and he's facing KGB Dogma, better known as Hassan. As Hans playing in grey, so this dog, yeah, there's some deep fish here as well, so yeah, that's a good dog actually. Gold's pretty central, well, this one maybe not. No, but he can build something on this island, that is alright. Civilizations, actually, that's an important one. Huns, so Huns against Vikings. That usually means that Huns can keep up in the first few seconds, but later on Vikings, yeah, just move on in terms of economy so much faster. With wheelbarrow, with the discount on galleys, they can just, yeah, collect more resources and they get their units cheaper. How do you compete with that? Okay, pocket players. In orange we have Athena as Saracens. That is usually good. It's harder to play Saracens in the flank position, I think. I'm not an expert on water maps, but I think that should be the case. Okay, the opposing player for Athena then is Juan, playing in purple, also Saracens. If you're wondering why people choose Saracens on water maps, their galleys actually get extra attack, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Just quickly take a look. Saracens, there was something, yeah, well, they attack 20% faster, which kind of results in doing more damage, so yeah, but good, we cleared it up. It's 20% faster attack, really. Okay, then Nikov, he's playing as the Huns. Huns pocket on islands is nice. Well, Huns are always nice. And he is facing Vikings. Okay, so the United States actually have a Viking pocket. That's always dangerous. And if it's whack, it's even more dangerous. A lot of villagers on this lumber camp though. That is bold. Okay. Yeah, what you do as a pocket player, especially with Vikings, is you get 2 dogs early on, you drop quite a few fishing ships, and you make them work. And yeah, you try to go to castle as soon as possible. Alright. 2 extra dogs here now from green. Where's FedEx building towards the back? That is actually a lot of fishing ships for a player in the flank position. But I think the water meta has changed, at least in the last 10 years. There used to be like standard 1v1 play, right? You get 3 to 4 fishing ships, you play it as you do in a 1v1. But in team games, people get more fishing ships now to go up to castle age quicker. Similar as with Drush becoming more popular in land maps, so you can go up to castle quicker. So people really want to go up to castle age quicker than, well, in the past, which is actually a cool development. On Arabia, yes, it can be a lot of walls, but on water I think that's definitely a cool idea. There's no point watching feudal age galleys fighting each other over 20 minutes. Okay, on this flank, what's going on? 2 galleys here patrolling. Was there a fight? Well, they just met each other, I should say. Just 8 HP missing. Some more on this galley, but yeah. Hassan found his opponent, so that's what he wanted to know. Now he's going back and trying to mass up units. Should take a look at the fishing ships maybe. 4, 18, 4 and 8 against 4, 7, 3, 13. So overall that's more fishing ships for Argentina. That should usually mean Argentina will be up to castle age quicker overall, unless the United States manages to kill some fishing ships. So let's see how that goes. Green sneaking around, got a villager, denied a house, so that's a nice first win here. And he found the fishing ships. I don't know why FedEx kind of ran away with his galleys, but didn't move the fishing ships in time, so this one should go. Why didn't Green target this one? I don't get it. And now FedEx can actually defend. He has the docks nearby. Ooh, this was like a free kill anyway. Nice split here from Hassan, dodging some arrows. Now bringing in his reinforcements. Now he can actually take the fight. Yep, and targeted the closest galley, was on low HP, so yeah, easy one. Fletching coming up. Gary has no fletching yet, so this will give Hassan a nice advantage. What's going on here? Ah, look at that. Nikov, the pocket player from Argentina, is actually harassing his opposing pockets. Killing quite a few fishing ships. Raids usually are done with like 2 or 3 galleys, but here it's 5. So yeah, not surprised he's getting a lot of kills. Not sure how he got there without anyone noticing. Wack can't even defend here, it's just 2-3 units there. So that's a big blow here, if you ask me. Even more galleys, so... Yeah, Nikov playing this really nice. He went for forward docks anyway, so quite aggressive. Double bit axe now from Wack, minute 16. Okay. Fletching coming up for a couple of players as well. Yeah. For the pocket players that is kind of normal now. FedEx is getting loom now, so yeah, he was gambling a little. Most players still get loom before they click up to feudal. FedEx didn't, as we can see here. That's why he lost the villager so quickly there. Green is actually in a good position. Let's compare the army counts. That's 18 units for Green against 13 for FedEx. There's usually still the scout alive, so that's -1 for each. But yeah, it gives us an idea. Athena and Juan, the opposing Saracen players, going up pretty much at the same time. Okay. Well, here in the back, Wack managed to clear out the attack from Nikov, just 1 unit left. Green pushing, no, just holding his position. And then here, between Hassan and Gary, what's going on? And why is Athena going back? They could have stayed here at least, or tried to, well, block this way. Doesn't matter, as long as he stays close. Okay, now Juan does have the war galley upgrade. Same goes for Athena. Catching the last galley here from Nikov. What's Nikov doing? Massing in the middle. I think to control the middle is actually very important on a crazy, very unrealistic meta level, because you can be just anywhere really quickly. These galleys are actually surprisingly slow, and they become even slower as war galleys in Castle Age. So to be able to well, engage very quick to get from A to B is actually valuable. So yeah, I think Nikov is doing a good job trying to control the center here. That's a lot of units here from Gary and Juan. Athena, okay, he is in the back, that's what I meant. He could have just stayed here. Not sure why he went back so far. Hassan alone cannot engage, obviously. What is Wack doing? Wack is in the back here of Athena's island. Not sure what he's doing there. But anyway, Green is doing okay in the 1v1 against FedEx. Okay. Okay, now Nikov moving from the center to Green's dogs. Okay. It's not many fishing ships, but if he could destroy some dogs, that would be awesome. War galley is coming up. I think he just, yep, completed Botkin error, so here we are. Where's Wack going? Wack is just reaching Castle Age now as Vikings. Well, we saw Nikov destroying a lot of fishing ships, so maybe that explains it a little. Oh, and there's a sandwich position now. FedEx managed to go up to Castle Age quicker. Obviously the pocket player, Nikov, is in Castle Age already, so now that's 2v1. Green completely trapped. Worst case scenario, if you ask me. FedEx could even trap him here. Yes, he's moving to this side. Brilliant. Brilliant positional play here. And green will lose a lot. Whack here, not looking too strong. So green must have been really raging at this moment. He got the Castle Age upgrades now, when it's really too late. And GG. Yeah, he was really annoyed. On the other side, similar situation. I think here Bodkin Arrow, War Galley coming up, and there was how many army units? 42 army units for Gary. Yeah, maybe not decided on this flank. Between Hassan and Gary, respectively Juan and Athena, but this flank here was completely over. Nikov with a nice advantage over Whack. That was a brilliant move here from Nikov, I have to say, killing these fishing ships off. Whack did not see that coming. And then the trap here. FedEx managed to get up a little faster, and then there was some good communication between FedEx and Nikov to trap green here. That was beautiful. This is how you play water, if you ask me. Okay, updating the score. 3-0. Okay, in the achievements, anything we've missed? Whack. What did happen to Whack here? Well, we saw a lot of fishing ships going down, and yeah, he had tried to fight back with reinforcements, but against 5, 6, 7, to just fight with one galley at a time. No, doesn't work. Gary here. Yeah, not much going on if you look. 1 kill, 4 losses for Gary, very low numbers for Hassan as well. That came probably from Juan here as well. Not much going on. On the other flank, players were just, yeah, massing up galleys, war galleys. But yeah, I think Nikov and FedEx played this really well. Okay. Castle Age times should give us some insight as well. There were way more fishing ships out for Argentina early on. 17 and 17, we saw that, very similar. Gary against Hassan. Hassan was about a minute quicker. Whack against Nikov, 2 minutes difference. And then FedEx, 21, yeah, a good minute quicker for FedEx. Alright. Let's go back. Wow, Juan, 82 vills. No sling, right? Let's go back. Give me a second, guys, I'll get another beer. Actually thirsty. Be right back. Okay, back. Yeah, so this is the 3-0 between the US and Argentina. Let's go for game number 4. Bear in mind it's a best of 7, so the first to take 4 takes the match. Oh, there seems to have been a restore. I hope this will work. As I said, I have not watched these games before, so yeah, fingers crossed. Alright. It is Nomad version 2. Yeah, very hard to follow during the first few seconds, so I'll just wait for the flares to come in, for the players to build their town centers. Okay, here's the blue town center, that's Nikov. Very close. Who will build there? Oh, we've seen actually flares from 2 players. Now, purple will build there probably. That's 3 boars here, but yellow seems to be interested as well. Is it yellow? Yes, that's yellow. And Athena, what is Athena doing here? That's clearly enemy territory. Okay, here's the red town center coming up for Gary. Viking player. And he is kind of close to Hassan. Yeah, Vikings you usually want to have in some safe corner, squeezed in between your partners there, but or well, allies. Here up against Persians, not sure that's a good idea. Well, he didn't choose it, right? That's just random civilization distribution, but not gonna be easy for Gary here, we can tell straight away. Unless if Hassan really goes heavy on water, then, well, Hassan is gonna be in trouble, but no, as Persians he should go land, that's for sure. Okay, other players. Again, green, flamingo, Chinese. That is the fastest civilization you can get on Nomad. And he's up against Chinese as well, so we can see on the minimap that green and blue are quite close to each other. This is just a dock here from WAC. It's an awesome dock. 2 shorefish and, well, there's some big fish outside, but still could have scouted this a little bit better. We've definitely seen worse docks. Here, for example, well, this would actually be okay. There's more resources. Anyway, Middle Lake has some big fish, so that is worth docking too. But usually you want to go for not only the fish, but also for water control, right? That is really worth something on Nomad, especially in the late game. Okay, let's check out the other players. Juan playing in purple as the Persians here. He's very close to this dock actually. There's still a villager from WAC. Who knows what WAC has in mind with this one, but now the town center is actually close. Probably just going back. Okay then. FedEx. Mayans start with 1 villager extra. So they're pretty good on a no TC map as well. Then obviously they get plumed archers, they can go up to Imperial really quickly, so yeah, needless to say they belong in a 4 versus 4 Nomad. Okay, who have I not mentioned so far? Orange. Viking player, oh that's interesting. The 2 Viking players are in the southern corner really. But Athena, yeah, I saw this first, or one of the first villagers at the very beginning. And I thought, well, he's in enemy territory, and he still is. Question is, who is isolated? Is Nikov isolated amongst the American players, or is it really Athena here, squeezed in between Nikov and, well, it's hard to say. Could argue that Gary is in a strange spot as well. Very, very interesting setup here. So many borders here. So many possible spots here to fight. Then of the water, I don't even want to try to look for all the docks from 4 different players, because that's gonna be chaotic as hell. So yeah, not gonna be easy to follow all the action, but I'll do my best here. Pretty much a private lake from FedEx. Yeah, his mains. Well, that definitely boosts him even more. It is minute 8. Chinese players could get close to the point to go up to the next stage. Oh, sorry, misclick. It's Flamingo there for the United States team. Ooh, and he seems to be in a tough spot here. He had 1 boar, I don't see any dead sheep. Apart from that, any other resources? No. Here's a dock with 1 fishing ship. As Chinese, that is really a waste. Okay, Juan said he can't talk anymore on TeamSpeak or Skype because there's noise around him. Thought there was something else going on, but yeah, nothing special. That's really not ideal for Chinese to build farms that early. 1 boar, not many fishing ships. Look at that. There's 6, 6 and 9. And just 3 here for green. So really bad start, unfortunate start here for green. What is he doing with 2 villagers here? Why didn't he bring these villagers to the TC? Did he just kill a sheep and use shorefish? What did he do there? What are these 2 vills doing here? You should always bring all your villagers to your town center, no matter how far they are. Even, yeah, you can build a dock at some strange spot, that's fine, but to stay there with 2 villagers, I don't know. And then Vikings player here, Athena. Probably just not scouting too much. Let's take a look. Yep. Oh, there's some sort of exploration. Let's compare that to Nikov. His score seems to be okay. Well, not scouted too much either, so no, it's not all down to exploration. Probably more to, yeah, fishing ships, villager count, and etc. Nikov is up. Athena just clicked up now. 13:08. Restart call at minute 12. What are they typing? Sneakov saying they must be tired or something. Well, when the game's played, it was kind of late for Europe. I don't know how late it was for the American and Argentinian players here, I don't know. Nikov, can you X please? Not gonna translate this one. Okay. Okay, right, then. Yeah, this is the awesome dock here from Whack. Oh, he built another one. Okay, that's good. Oops. What are they flaring so much? Well, I guess Gary just pointed out Hassan's location. Then in yellow we have FedEx here. He's together with Juan. And Whack rather had a rough start here. Whack will be up by 15 minutes 46. Juan 16, 17. So not great for either of them here. That's one sheep under the town center. Did he have more than that? I can't really tell. I mean, time has passed now. Oh, the wall is coming up. Sending one villager to deny it there. Barracks is there. Still, 2 villagers going back and forth to this mill that actually burns in my eyes. I don't know. Okay, on the water, Nikov with 4 galleys out as Chinese. Not sure if Chinese should actually do that. Why isn't it the Viking player? That's a lot of action actually. So Athena is the Viking player for the US, and here comes Gary. So maybe Gary had a troublesome start here, so Nikov had to help out a little. Green walled a lot, as we can see. That's probably the best, yeah, to make of this situation. But he didn't completely wall. Feudal age, 1745 as Chinese. So the Chinese player for the US basically is in the worst position, really. That changes a lot. Usually you expect the Chinese player to pull the team, right? You can either sling them or expect them to do really well in a 1v1 against an opponent, but here that's not the case. Fishing ships going down, so yeah, it's not getting any better for green. Now the water is gone for him as well. There's some flaring. One making heavy use of the market. What is he doing with that? Okay, he just clicked up to Castle Age, okay. Yeah, I think, what was he gonna say about Coke? No, he meant dock, okay. Can I dock in the middle? Well, not worth it anymore. FedEx and Whack have used a lot of fish here. Wait, Whack was in this part here, so FedEx has used most of it, okay. One is here as well, so they should be able to answer it. Oh, I just remembered, the game was restored. So let me go back quickly and get the rest of the game. So, settings, restore, yep, here it is. Okay, let's continue. What? Minute 19? Is that correct? Oh yeah, should be. Okay. So, on the water, Nikov and Athena clearing up. Oh, hold on. Athena actually holding up against Nikov and Gary. So good job Athena there. What is going on between Whack and Juan? Okay, stone wall here and stone wall here. Okay, so Whack is safe on the land. Here on the water, Whack has the control. That looks good. What's going on land though? Market and blacksmith from Nikov. So that gives green actually some time to breathe here. If China would have gone for 2 stables, monastery and a siege workshop, which is something we've seen a lot from Chinese on Nomad, then green would be really in trouble. Okay. Jesus, haven't even opened my drink all this time. Trying to rush back. Okay. Well, until the players will all reach castle age. Give me a sec. Okay. So between Hassan and Gary, you can see 2 stables for Hassan. He's not really interested in walling. Gary has some walls here, well as Vikings. It's kind of expected. It was kind of easy to wall for him too. Forests really help here. Okay, town center coming up here. On the water, I thought that Argentina would take the control on water, but Athena here looks really strong. Yeah, he's pushing back Gary. Now here the fishing ships actually could do something, so yeah. US is holding on the water. Scores... now 100 score lead for Argentina on the team score, but that is not big. Whack looks pretty strong here on the water, and this this water stretch here actually reaches far into the land, into the middle of the map, so he can do a lot of harassment with this, as you can see. Okay, FedEx is Mayans going for plumed archers, no big surprise there. Hassan, with his double stables, obviously he ran probably into these stone walls, now he's trying to do some damage up here. But now there are stone walls, castle, so not easy for Hassan to do something, yeah, that really changes the game at the moment. Might be a good idea to just boom, and it looks like he is doing that. Again, a lot of villagers on one lumber camp. But again, yeah. I shouldn't talk, that's just a lot of micromanagement, especially if there's land and water battles going on at the same time. It's just really hard to keep track of. The chat between the Argentinians is kinda hilarious sometimes. Ah, boy. But no, let's keep this family safe and go with the game. Right, in the middle, FedEx kinda used up most of the fish, so that is great for him. It kinda shows in the score as well. He's really nice and safe. One is under pressure from Whack though. It's not great for a Persian. From the south there is always Hassan waiting to raid, so it's not easy to expand here to this area. They should try though, there's lots of gold here. Even more here, and stone. How's it going between green and blue? Villager count. 60 against 88. So 28 villager lead for blue, for Nikov. Even though he was kind of busy on the water, he still has a massive lead there. Both Chinese. And here comes the first castle. Stonewall's coming up now for green. Green knows that he's behind. He had really a rough start. He lost the food income from water early on, so yeah, the more time he gets to actually boom up and catch up really, the better for him. Oh, can he intercept this wall here? Chukanu? Oh no. Shooting at the house, so this wall will continue. Okay, he's already starting with the wall behind. And there's the Imperial Age for Nikov coming up. So now imagine, Trebuchet is easily going through this wall, then unpacking here, then he can already destroy this one and this one. So not gonna be easy here for green at all. I'm actually glad these two villagers here died. Anyway, so here's FedEx raiding Hassan now. Can Hassan defend against plumed archers? As Persians shouldn't be a big problem. Persians are kind of good against archer units. But Hassan looks like he switched to siege units and just focused on his boom now a little. He's defending with mangonels, and that is hard against plumes because they're just so quick. You know, they shoot you from here, and they'll be here in a second. Then these two villagers are in danger, so you have to be on the ball all the time. Just really annoying to play against them. To play as minions is kind of great. Plume is one of the best units in the game. Okay, so as expected, blue managed to move forward to this base here. Next castle is coming up. Watkin arrow has been researched. And yeah, just waiting for the bracer upgrade now. There's the Imperial Age. Whack will be in Imperial Age soon. He's the Mayan player. Who's heavy on water, that's something we don't see too often, but well, who should really do it if the Viking player got in a 2 versus 1 situation. Maybe that was the genius move here from Argentina, and for me it just looked weird or strange because we don't get to see it all the time. But maybe that was really, really smart here from Nikov to go on water. Win water, water 2v1, and that really helps so much if you get all the fish income. But then again, if there was no way to know that green was in such a, well, tough spot, if green had had, let's say, a normal start, then Nikov couldn't have gone for such shenanigans, really. Like if you have to fight against imagine, green would have had a normal start and he would have received a sling, then Nikov would have been in serious trouble with his war galleys here. They don't help you defend your base. But that was not the case, luckily for Argentina. Are you going eagles or swordsman? Is he asking swordsman? Seriously? Okay. Because Mayan swordsmen are not that great, to be honest. Okay. going on. Okay, now the wall is open. 3 trebuchets waiting. Wack has Eagle Warriors there with Eldorado with 4+4 defense. Yeah. This could work. It's not that many Chukonu. They have 8+3 attack, so rocketry has not been researched yet. Ah, we can see it coming up right there. Wack, don't engage now. Oh wait, he can snipe off these 2 traps. Yep, that's already something. That's 400 gold. Maybe even this one. 600. Yeah, easy. So nice one from Wack here. And now go back. Brilliant. Nice snipe here, minimizing the losses as well. Nice one. Okay, now, what is Hassan doing to defend this? Let's take a look here. KGB Dogma. In these castles, Knights, he's going up to Imperial. That's 65% right now. Castle in front of his base, and we see a lot of spearmen. Ah, is that what he meant? It's like the word for militia, spearmen in Spanish? That would really surprise me. Anyway. Halberdiers make a lot more sense against Persians, right? Yeah, okay, now he's asking, are you going spearmen, like piqueros, against paladins? So yeah, he should maybe get the pikeman upgrade. Okay. Yeah, Wack is doing a good job here, keeping Nikov on this hill. There's no real way to push, really. Now here come the trebuchets. That's a lot of Chukanus now. Rocketry has been researched. Patrol been used nicely. So let's see. Eagles are not fully upgraded, but they have Eldorado, they have +4. So they're still super strong. 8+6 though. That's really super strong units. Cavalier upgrade coming in for Hassan, but there's not many army out for him. That's 31. 0 army for Green, 4 army for Athena. Speaking of Athena, he's out of the game. Nikov just took him out as a Viking between 2 enemy players. You're supposed to grush, right? And then you're either supposed to sling or, I don't know, get a coffee. But that was kind of expected, to be honest. Where is Athena now? Okay, he's building here, managed to transport over. Here come the Eagles again. So yeah, Wack is playing this great. Whenever these Chukanus get near the traps, he moves out with the Eagle Warriors. Nikov is really persistent though, repairing the castle all the time. What's going on this side? Can Hassan defend this? And now, yeah, these spearmen have actually developed into halberdiers, +4 defense. So yeah, they kind of slash cavaliers. +4 defense on them too, so that's good, but yeah, there is still plumed archers in the back. Yeah. Really unfortunate. I think United States could have taken a game in this set. But here in this specific game, green just terrible start. And then as Chinese, that's really the best civilization on Nomad. Then Vikings, really valuable civilization for the water game. Ended up being squeezed in between the Chinese, who is always dangerous, and the other Viking player. So yeah, the effect on water was close to nothing, and then on land it was only a matter of time until he would have to migrate. So who was really left then? There was Wack, who played really well in this game, I think. Stood up against the Viking player here. It's Mayans in Imperial. Mayans are great in early Imperial. In late Imperial, they're not so great, and Chinese should beat them, to be honest. And then there was Hassan, who was kind of squeezed in as well. So I think the positioning was really, really strange in this map. Hassan was squeezed in between Gary and two players even. There was Juan and FedEx. And Athena was between Gary and Nikov. So a lot of negative factors here, but that is what you get with Nomad, to be honest. Anyone telling me, oh, we had such a bad luck on this Nomad map, then well, honestly, Nomad is either in your favor or not. It is really a luck map, so yeah, that's what you get sometimes. Updating the score. That's the 4-0. And since it is a best of 7, Argentina takes this game, so congratulations for making it to the top 8 in the Nations Cup here, Argentina. Well done. Going through the achievements quickly. What? Green was slinging? Did they decide to use the Chinese player as a slinger? Why? Why would you do that? $170 population, Juan. That's nice. Again, I want to see who actually received these resources then. Hassan? What did he do with all these resources? And then there's some missing. Wack received some resources too, okay. But why would they use Chinese as the slinger? Well, maybe because Athena was just not an option anymore, right? But still, I would rather have maybe Mayan slinging Chinese or something. Or Persians. Well, Hassan, that's the thing. Persians are great for slinging, Vikings are great for slinging, but they were both squeezed in between enemies, and that made it really hard for the United States, so can't really blame them. Okay.